How you doing? Today I'm here to talk about my thoughts on the housing market for 2022 in Massachusetts, Boston, the suburbs, etc. I think that in 2022 we're going to see a lot of what we saw in 2021. Before we start to talk about 2022, let's talk about 2021. In 2021, the housing market saw the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. What do I mean by that? Low interest rates, low inventory, high amount of buyers, high amount of competition in both the suburban and the city market. We saw more offers on less homes than we've ever really seen before. A lot of competition in the market. Great for sellers, terrible for buyers. What caused that pandemonium was a lack of inventory. People weren't moving and downsizing out of the suburb back into the city or into secondary homes like we typically saw. They were sitting on the homes that they've lived in for 10, 15, 20 years. And that is preventing people from moving from the city to the suburbs into first-time homebuyer homes. And those first-time homebuyers become second-time homebuyers and they buy a bigger house and so on and so forth. And this kind of created a traffic jam that has kind of made the housing market something we haven't seen before. It's the hottest that it's ever been, and it has been a great time to be a seller. It has been a bad time to be a buyer. Not a bad time per se. Interest rates are really low, which has made it so that there are more buyers in the market looking for their first home or second home. More investors are taking advantage of this, so they're more into the markets as well, trying to get their slice of the real estate pie. 2021 also saw home prices rise significantly. That is a result of all the buyers submitting offers higher and higher in order to try and secure their own home. Now, looking forward to 2022, what I'm predicting is kind of more of the same. Inventory numbers are looking like they're going to stay low. There are a lot of buyers. Interest rates are still low. I do predict, and many reports are saying that interest levels are going to go up, but they're still not going to go up that high. We're predicting that they're going to stay under 4%, which is still a really good rate. It's not the sub 3% that people were seeing in 2021, but it's still a very good rate, still a very user-friendly rate. And we're seeing a lot of buyers that are looking to take advantage of that in 2022. But there's still the inventory problem, where there's just not that much inventory. People aren't leaving their homes in the suburbs, so millennials and Gen Z and Gen Y and whoever that are typically looking to get into the suburb market don't have any inventory to buy. So we're kind of predicting the same thing. Low inventory, a lot of buyers, a lot of competition, a lot of multiple offer scenarios. That's going to make it very difficult for the average first-time home buyer to get their home. Doesn't mean they're not going to get something. It just means that they're probably going to need to write multiple offers. Some people are going to feel safe and confident to waive a home inspection or waive their mortgage contingency or do a quick 30 to 45 day close if their mortgage company is able to do that, or if they're getting help from their friends or family in down payment money and maybe able to waive that mortgage contingency or offer all cash. In 2022, I do expect home prices to continue to go up, but I think they're going to slow in comparison to how high they rose in 2021. Part of that is that the market is catching up. So a $500,000 home that got bid to $530,000 or $550,000 in 2021, that house's comp, it's comparable in 2022, isn't going to list at $500,000 again because they know that they can get that $530,000 or $550,000, so they will list at $550,000 per se. And therefore, the new buyer likely isn't going to go that 20 or 30 above that. They still might. It really depends on the home and who is the person submitting the offer. But I think that as the market catches up to the demand and the prices that things are selling at, the prices aren't going to rise quite as dramatically. So buyers will be kind of being closer to that ask price that they see with, depending on the home, still some offers going above that ask price. So to summarize my thoughts on the 2022 housing market coming up, I think it's going to be a hot one. I think it's going to be a seller's market still. I think there's going to be a lot of competition if you are a buyer, whether a first-time home buyer or a 10th-time home buyer. I think there's going to be a lot of people looking at the houses. I think that rates are going to go up, but they're not going to get so high that people are going to stop looking to buy. Work from home isn't going anywhere, so the suburban market is still going to be extremely competitive with the people looking to get out of the city and get a little more space. I think home prices are going to continue to go up, but I think they're not going to go up exponentially like they did in 2021. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the housing market in 2022 in the comment section down below, and I'll